channel. And no, the title is not to clickbait. This is a massive, massive opportunity, and I'm going to explain why and what we can do to prepare for this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date on all my recent videos. And remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own research. With that being said, let's work backwards. Gold. Gold has a market cap of around $10 trillion. That's right, $10 trillion. The cryptocurrency market only has a market cap of $1.7 trillion, and Bitcoin actually makes up a majority of that market cap, so well over $1 trillion. The market cap for altcoins is currently only, like I said, is only $662 billion. Now, I say only, that's still quite large, but we still have a long way to go. So let's break this down. We can all agree that the cryptocurrency space is here to stay, right? Or at least that is the position that everybody's taking now. And what would be proof of this? Number one, we saw the first wave of the cryptocurrency space back in 2017. Again, I'm not going to go back as far as 2011 or 2013, etc. We're going to go back to 2017. And let's just look at Bitcoin, for example. For those of you that have been in this market for quite some time, you would have remembered the rally on Bitcoin from $600 all the way up to $19,000, just under $20,000. Now, this particular bull run was particularly driven by retail investors. So what is a retail investor? A retail investor is, I would say anybody that's running a fund less than $1 billion. Yes, I know you could probably say 500 million. There are obviously small hedge funds, but retail investors are people like you and I that participate in the marketplace, right? So mainly individuals, small groups, small funds, etc. And then obviously you have institutional investors. These are larger funds like hedge funds, banks, loads of corporate entities, etc. Even companies, right? And what you guys would have seen, but with the Tesla situation, right, when they invested over $1 billion earlier in Feb, and already making a phenomenal return on that. But I digress. We'll talk about that in another video. So that's what we saw in 2017. Majorly huge push from the retail investors. And as you can see, we did see price start to sell off in 2018. This was obviously a lot of people taking profit. Again, nothing wrong with that. But if loads of people take profit, it will drive the price all the way back down. Well, I say that, but if more people take profit than there are people buying, this is what essentially drives price down, right? And which is what we saw. Price pretty much range. 2020 is where we saw that bullish momentum take place and where we hit an all-time high towards the end of 2020. Now, let's get back to the overall market cap of the cryptocurrency space. So what's different in 2020? What's different going towards the end of 2020 and the start of this year is we've seen a major shift from retail to large institutions, and this is mainly on the Bitcoin. This is mainly on Bitcoin, right? So it's not many altcoins. It's mainly on Bitcoin, which is why we saw price go from 19,000 all the way up to over 60,000 per Bitcoin, and this is of course an all-time high. Price is now at $56,000 per coin. So this is the power of large institutions. So the opportunity is not too late. I still believe that this will surpass over 100k per coin this year. Obviously, my VLC network members, we did give the prediction at the end of the year for price to hit between 70 to 100k this year. So price could hit over 120k and then maybe pull the way back to 80 or 90. Towards the end of December. This is not unusual, and this would be again profit taking. And obviously, if you want to learn more about our VLC network community, click the link below and we'll be happy to answer any of your queries. With that being said, So this is what we're seeing now. Large institutions pouring their money into Bitcoin in particular. The market cap on Bitcoin is over $1 trillion. And what this means to me is we're very unlikely to see a mass pullback like we did in 2017, just because, again, if loads of retail traders started dumping their coins, we're unlikely to see a massive sell-off, just because large institutions will hold a majority of the supply. This is what's actually happening at the moment. So unless these large institutions start to dump, we're unlikely to see this again. But what we're seeing is FOMO from large institutions, and they're all trying to get involved. JP Morgan just recently said that they're actually advising their clients to invest at least 1% of their portfolio in Bitcoin. This is historical. Source CNBC. Make sure you do your own research and check this out for yourself. But we're moving into serious institutional space at the moment. We're going to see a lot of institutional flow, and we can see that by the order flow and day-to-day transaction volume on Bitcoin in particular. So let's talk about, before we actually talk about the overall cryptocurrency space, let's talk about the altcoin space to begin with. So altcoin space, again, hasn't even hit $1 trillion, and I believe that the altcoin space is significantly undervalued at the moment. Institutions more than likely will start pouring their money into altcoins. And for those of you that are not aware, Ethereum is actually an altcoin. An altcoin is anything but Bitcoin. So I do believe we're going to see a strong momentum in the altcoin space. A lot of institutions pouring money, a lot of retail traders pouring money into the space, especially as they get more familiar with the overall cryptocurrency market, which is what's happening now. So there's a massive opportunity here, as well as a massive opportunity in with Bitcoin still, believe it or not. Now let's pause. Why did I speak about gold to begin with? I spoke about gold's market cap being $10 trillion. The reason why I mentioned that is because I believe Bitcoin itself could hit over $10 trillion market cap within less than 5 years. That's Bitcoin alone. But we're going to be conservative here, right? We're going to reduce the speculation and just say the overall market cap could hit $10 trillion in total. That is the first target. We're not gonna start talking 100 trillion, 500 trillion, or 200 trillion, etc. Let's just keep it sensible. Let's actually pair it up with something that's quite similar to Bitcoin, and in the sense of being a store of value, right? This is what institutions are now taking Bitcoin as, a store of value, right? And gold is also a store of value. So I'm not talking about, apples for apples, being able to, send gold digitally, etc. But yeah, so $10 trillion the target. So let's do the maths and make sure you're watching this video till the end, because it's going to get really technical and really in depth. So let's measure that 2000 and let's go to this space. Let's measure the 2017 bull run, just so that you guys have a clear idea of, we're going to go from the start of Jan. So let's just go to the start of January. There we go. I'll just do it from there. And let's do it to the end of January, which was, there we go. Let's just do it there. Okay, perfect. So what we're going to do now is we're going to measure the overall percentage gain on the total cryptocurrency market cap of that year. So from this to this was over, wow. So in 1 year, we saw let me just zoom out, guys. Almost an 7,500% percentage gain. And that was in 2017. That is incredible, guys. That was at over 7,580% gain. And that was in obviously 2017. That was in the space of 1 year.